Hello, everybody, and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with the Fatemakers. I'm Eric, I'm the Dungeon Master.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Tommy Rok'zhen.
I'm Jenel, and I play Amy.
I'm Abbigail, and I play Aina Neandor.
Fabulous. Now that we have paper documentation for Aina Neandor now exists in Taliva. Because you guys left that night with the paperwork and documentation in hand.
And my new student ID.
And Amy's new student ID that says Amy 19.
It just occurred to me, Ina's gonna get stopped like every person in the world whose name is actually like Harry Potter or something like that. And everybody's gonna be like, get a load of this shit.
What do you mean her name's Sleeping Beauty?
So, what? Lemon was up early in the morning and got a message on his sending stone. Left a note that said, out investigating another problem. Talk soon.
Okay.
And who would have been up after that? Probably Amy is my imagination.
Yeah, I think Amy's been the one making the muffins to put out downstairs for free, so...
Also, baking is a science, so I trust Amy the most.
They've been turning green, we don't know why.
Usually Tommy's not an early riser, but I don't know about the princess who also had a 2,000-year-long day. So, I don't know if this is a sleep-in kind of day.
Girly is sleeping.
Okay, so Tommy probably wakes up next. It's probably the only thing that makes sense for Tommy to drink, so he would go and start to make coffee, getting clean cups for everybody, to make sure that everybody has what they need, and, do the whole thing. Get a thing of sugar, get a thing of cream, and some things to stir, and just kind of set that out as people wake up. As he takes his and adds way too much cream and way too much sugar to it.
Amy's gonna, pile of, 10 muffins in, a little muffin pyramid on, the nightstand next to wherever Aina is sleeping. She has no concept of how much humanoids eat, just that she knows that they eat a bunch of stuff, so there's a bunch of muffins there. Because that seems like a reasonable amount for breakfast, since Amy normally eats, humanoids that are about the same size as her, so that's...
So there's roughly one humanoid amount of muffins.
Yeah, there's Amy, sized up Aina and put that many muffins next to her.
Aina's 10 muffins tall. Eventually, Aina would wake up, and I think probably she woke, because she's a little jumpy lately, she probably woke up at the sound of something right next to her head with the muffins being set down on the nightstand. But she would just, open one eye and see Amy and kind of, just because she's afraid of small talk right now, just wait for Amy to leave. And then I think she'd have one of the green muffins, because she doesn't know how food's supposed to look also in this time, so green muffins, sure.
It's a chocolate chip muffin. Amy's been following Cassiopeia's recipe. We don't know why they're turning green, but
it's made with love.
Amy is secretly giving pieces of herself to everybody who eats these muffins and is going to take over the world.
Another news, Amy's getting smaller? Bit by bit? We don't really know why. Now everyone who's had a muffin, when they do drugs, they turn orange.
That's why Tommy turned orange.
Yep. But she'd eventually, get dressed in her new old outfit, and come downstairs.
Jedediah's downstairs making a pot of coffee.
I can't imagine we're letting Jedediah do anything in the kitchen. That can't
Yeah.
possibly be right.
It's hot bean water.
That-
Let it make coffee.
No, Tommy was making coffee.
Yeah,
This has already been
no.
established.
No.
Jed's doing decaf. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
He
Shit
thinks.
does need decaf.
So what have we learned about the blueprint situation, though? Do
Okay.
we have any information on
So-
that?
The information you've acquired about the blueprint is everything about it says that it is a electromagnetic field alteration device. So what it will do is, when placed next to a piece of technology that emits an EM field, it will invert the polarity of said field. So positive and negative switch places.
Okay. And we learned that the polarity of Tauliva has been shifting? Is that something that we know?
Fluctuating left to right, yes. Like it's
Okay.
getting ready and doing all the things scientifically, preparation-wise, to flip 180. I love people's eyebrows when that happens. It's just
So,
We did talk about this like a month ago. I do remember this.
Yeah.
Abigail was not here.
I
No,
didn't know that.
No. Yeah,
It
no,
was
no,
my
no, no.
eyebrows, chat.
So
Yeah, we gotta save Tauliva because it might, like, if you think about, like, if you hold a magnet and then another one, like, facing the other way, then you let it go and it just flips really quick and slams together. That's what Tauliva's gonna do with the ground.
yeah, with the ground, with the actual planet below.
So Featherfall's not going to help in that situation. You're telling me.
No.
I don't need
No.
that. Why did I take that spell? Gosh dang it. I was like, Aina's going to live through this.
Oh wait,
I've
if you
got
upcast
Featherfall.
it, I think that, like, at maybe 17th level, you can cast it on the city.
So that machine would have fixed it when the inevitable pull switch happens.
It could very well have, or could very well have expedited the issue.
Cool. Hypothetically, how make new one? How make machine? Because we have blueprints, right?
Yeah, blueprints are like a step-by-step
And I'm a science girl.
Uh-huh.
I'm not
So-
sure if this is all, like, all the materials are going to be available at Gnome Depot.
That's what I'm saying. What are the obstacles
Material
between
supplies.
us and making these?
The material supplies. Most of them are proprietary materials contained within Tautech. Heist Part 2. However, one piece Tommy does recognize is a shrunk down version of his Engines Arcanotech gem. Bigger than a sending stone, smaller than his motorcycle.
So if we want to make one of these, we have to dismantle Tommy's
No.
motorcycle.
No. No.
Okay,
Mm,
No.
that
Do you
seems
wanna
like
die?
a small sacrifice.
Do you know how many Tau bikes there are in Tauliva? Why mine?
I don't have any other motorcycles.
Cass has a motorcycle?
Does Cass have a motorcycle?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. Well, then we'll do Cass's motorcycle.
but Cass isn't here for us to ask if we can take apart her motorcycle.
Which means she can't say no.
I have an idea. Make that the last material we go after. So get everything else first, and then we'll do the gym. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
Wait,
Where
are you
can-
saying?
I have a wild idea. Hey, Jed.
He's poured himself a cup of decaf and is drinking it.
And is
Yeah.
probably wondering why it's not waking him up either.
Correct.
You still got your old bike?
I mean, Biggs hasn't repaired it yet, but yeah, I could go get it.
Cool. Alright. Everybody else's bike is safe.
Great.
Are you telling me that I went from one apocalypse to another?
Only for the people in this city and below this city.
And everybody that the water displacement from the lake will end up affecting.
So this is just a 2,000-year-old late meteor.
But this is 1, and you came from 5, so it's getting
Yeah.
smaller.
Great. So if I make it through this time, the next time is not
Then
a
it'll
single
be
one.
0 if you follow the pattern. There's no way to There's no way to land Tauliva, right?
Not that anyone is currently aware of.
Okay.
That sounds like maybe.
So we make a giant steering wheel. And a big parachute.
I was gonna say
about
an
that-
N64 controller, but
Hear me out! Big parachute?
Big
Not a bad idea.
The only problem is the polarity's gonna do this.
Yeah,
So-
wait,
so
so,
the
we have to
parachute
put
is on
the
the
parachute on the bottom,
Yeah,
so when
yeah,
it
yeah.
flips...
I've been there. I
We're
know
still
exactly
upside
where
down,
we need to put
but
it.
that doesn't matter.
Tauliva flips, parachute deployed, nice and easy.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in Tauliva that's inside the rock, right?
Mines,
Some
mostly.
things, yeah.
And some houses.
But structures will,
Mm.
when they whoop,
Leave.
things will happen. So we all
Sure.
need parachutes too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everybody who is outside when that happens and then the rocks don't fall is still going to fall.
Unless there was, like, the biggest reverse gravity spell ever.
Which, if that's the case, why do we need a parachute?
Well, for backup.
I like the way that you're thinking right now, and I think fall of Taliba, no. Glide down safely of Taliba.
Featherfall of Tauliva.
Featherfall. It all comes back to Featherfall. A first level spell's gonna save us all.
Hear me out. We just need every spellcaster in Tauliva to cast
To cast
Featherfall at
Featherfall.
the same time.
And I'm
as a
sure we can
ritual.
do that.
Super easy. So easy.
There
You know,
can't be-
Featherfall, the not ritual spell.
Gosh. Okay.
We broke
You had
it. Yeah.
nothing,
We
guys.
broke-
I don't
Hey,
fucking know.
hey, Eric, we need you to focus, okay?
Yeah, can
really
we get back
serious.
on track?
Can we get back on track here?
So that is that you guys are working through it. I'm over here just laughing. It's fine.
Look, here's the problem. My character's really smart, Eric. I'm fucking not. I don't have good answers right now.
I do. I've got an intelligence of 20 and I've solved it, okay?
Oh, perfect. Done.
Not Aina,
Parachute.
Abigail.
And
Abigail's
steering.
intelligence of 20.
The
It's
dots.
all up here.
The dots are all connecting. There are mathematic equations in my head being solved. A beautiful mind. Anyways,
So,
Roll the credits. We're done.
so you guys.
We solved the case.
we saved the city.
All of this case too. Junior detective.
Okay. Is there any way to stop the reversing of the polarity?
You're not sure yet.
What do I have to do to be sure, Eric?
You know from Tommy's logs that he printed, they did some testing in the mines to test and see if it had any level of effect, and it was marked as success on low
machine.
levels. The machine. So the machine technically functions, and functions according to scientific plan and progress.
So we have to get the machine back and figure out
There,
what the person who has it plans to do with it then.
the other part is there is an unknown metallic core of Tauliva that Tau-Tech is aware of and has not been able to figure out what it is, how it works, or what it is even made of in any capacity.
I think we have to travel to the center of Tauliva.
Okay, that's just something that we can do, right? There's like a highway we get off
There's
on,
mines.
exit 15.
We would have to go into mines.
But like that's just something anybody can do on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, there's abandoned mine shafts all over the place. Pick one.
Well, hot shit, I guess we're going into it. Well, are we still going to talk to some people who have big brains like you guys do about potentially something else to maybe help Aina?
Okay. This sounds much more urgent. If the city is going to turn upside down, then does the leadership know about this? Can they set up evacuation plans for the people of the city?
Well, if Tau-Tech knows, then the leadership knows, because most of the leadership is part of Tau-Tech.
I love that Tommy assumes that the corporation runs the city.
I thought that was fact.
I thought that was fact too.
They have a representative on the board, but they
That's
have
enough.
the invention district does have
Capitalism.
one. The invention district has one vote out of 8. There is a slumlord on there. There is.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Hey, there's 8 districts in the city. There are 8 people on the board.
Okay. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Guess I'm driving. I really should invest in at least one more helmet.
I don't need a helmet.
That's why I said at least one more.
Oh.
Like, you probably should have a helmet, like, for safety.
I
get it, though.
poke my own head.
Right,
Just-
but, like, you do still get damaged and stuff. Like, that's a thing that you can do.
I pat my horns. That's gonna make things difficult.
No,
You can
we
cut a
just do
hole.
what I did to mine.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tommy has a mohawk which
Yep.
sticks through his helmet because he literally cut a hole in it.
Also,
Making
Bruce
rendering
is
the helmet not functional. It can't possibly help at all.
Somewhat helpful.
Or you could do what Bruce did, and actually Bruce is a tiefling and bought a tiefling helmet.
That's preposterous.
Fantasy setting? No way.
No.
Impossible.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go to the mines.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you guys riding down on this bike? Because Tommy's driving. Who's on backseat and who's walking or otherwise mounting this motorcycle in an unsafe
I
way?
assumed Ina's backseat and then Amy is just like attached to the back of it and just flying in the wind. It's like gelatinous streamers.
You're a fucking cape for the motorcycle?
Yeah,
The real
Right?
it was Amy.
that's gotta be the logical way we're doing this.
I can't even say somebody ride another bike. Because
Sure.
neither of you could.
There's no. Well, okay, hold on.
No.
Teach me.
Yeah. This is also very funny.
We don't have enough
Jedediah's-
time.
I'm
You
a
have
fast learner.
Jedediah's bike is here, Cass's bike is here. You could technically teach them.
It's just
Well,
like riding a
like-
horse, I bet.
Well,
Probably
the horse
not.
thinks. And the horse can like help you figure out what to do. This you gotta tell it everything.
Go.
He doesn't.
See?
There is no response.
I put Tasha's caustic brew in.
No.
Just two girlies trying to learn how to ride a motorcycle.
Are we doing this? Because if that's the case, the first thing we are doing is getting at least a helmet for Aina.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You know Bruce has a spare.
We're just Bruce isn't far. I don't think. So
happens.
that happens.
Yeah.
It's
Putting a nice, adorable tiefling helmet onto the princess, which somehow, when it comes off your hair, it's still going to be immaculate.
perfect.
So yeah, knowing this, between the two of you, because Amy is like 4 years old, I feel like Aina's the better pick to actually try to drive. I could be wrong,
How dare!
we're
I
gonna
aged
find out.
up.
but like still 4 to 5 years old. Actually, actually thousands of years old.
Yeah, actually thousands of years old.
But
I'm
also
humanoid
thousands
sentience
of
I'm
years
2000
old.
Or-
years old. I'm 2045 years old.
Oh, we're like about the same age. And then
Oh my God, geez.
mentally she was before like teen, and now she's like late 20s, mental capacity wise. But
Alrighty, fine. We're gonna line you both up as like front to back. Tommy is going to explain every single part of the motorcycle and what it does. These are your wheels, they gotta stay on the ground. This one helps you steer. These are the bars that you use to steer left and right. Just kind of lean and tilt. It'll steer left and right. This handle up here, this is the brake for the front wheel. This is the brake for the back wheel. Now, easier to do with the brake on the back wheel. If you do the front wheel, you might flip over. You don't want to do that. This here is your throttle. You just want to be gentle with this at first. You don't want to crank it all the way back, or else that's how you end up like Jed, flipping your bike out from underneath you, goes up 20 feet, lands on you, explodes, you're out of the race. You don't want to do that. This part here is your gas tank fan. This is going to happen. Don't let that blow up. That'd be a bad idea. These are your speed gauges, which are written in freedom units because I decided. This is all your other instruments and stuff to keep track of heat. This and the other thing. Don't let your legs touch this part or this part or this part. They're going to get crazy burns. That's why most bikers wear leather chaps. It'll protect your legs or other things that you have down there. Any questions?
during that entire thing, Amy was getting a basket. No, she was getting a basket from a pedal bike and using
for the record, this is Cass's bike because Jed's doesn't work. I've been told.
Using acid splash, she's gonna try and solder a basket onto the front of this, and one of the little metal bells, little ringy.
Ring, ring.
As you're still putting the bell on, but as you're doing it, Tommy's just like, this button's the horn. There's a button here that's on. No, you don't need a bell. There's a button that's it. Push the button.
I prefer the sound. I prefer the chimes sound.
There's a bell. All right, your bike has a bell.
Aina is so focused and vigorously taking notes.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to read those notes when you're trying to do this,
Writing helps with memorization.
I need both of you to make intelligence saving throws. Jenel, Amy gets disadvantage.
Sure.
23.
Aina, you would get disadvantage, but you took notes. So I'm gonna give you advantage on a disadvantage, making a flat roll.
I just want you guys to understand that I said I think Aina's probably better equipped to do this, and I got met with "How dare you?"
Okay,
Eric says you have disadvantage.
That's
that
fair. One.
Amy remembers how the bell works.
The bell catches on fire, like Spencer from iCarly.
Folks, you can't write this shit.
I will say, okay, but I can be helpful to Aina if we put her notes inside me. She could read them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I can osmosis the notes.
No, I'm saying if I'm sitting, I don't know how motorcycles work. Can you sit? Can you have the passenger sit? No, you can't, right? The passenger can't be the one sitting in front with arms around them.
If they're small enough and they're actually hanging on, technically.
Okay, so hear me out.
Advisable.
Hear me out. Amy makes herself
on the front.
I have a basket on the front, so Amy sits in the basket. Aina's notes can be floating on her back, so Aina can read the notes while she drives. Now that I say it out loud, that does seem problematic to be reading while you're driving.
This is a texting and driving problem, is what this is. Kids, don't do this.
Ladies and gentlemen listening, Somebody's Hero is live, and everybody that is associated with it does not condone texting or doing any sort of distraction.
Anyway,
trying so much.
I rolled a 23.
Aina, you writing it down helps with memorization. You have a better chance of driving this bike like you know what you're doing. But there is still failure rates.
I know I can do this.
You have extreme confidence in yourself.
I'm just letting you know, above table, most of the checks involved with this coming from Eric have to do with dexterity.
Awesome.
Oh shit!
I have an 18 dex.
Nice. Okay, you're good. You're good. I have 20 decks, but
And-
I rolled that one.
And Amy was too busy worried about her basket and her bell.
I think that was very important. Thank you.
A motorcycle with a basket on the front is so funny.
Okay,
This is wild.
Alright, now we're going to the mines.
now
We're
we're
gonna-
gonna
Yeah.
drive to the mines.
In
Are
style.
Are you, Tommy? Knowing there is a newbie following you, how fast is Tommy moving through the city?
We're gonna start. The bike has a speed of 60. We're going to treat that like it's a speedometer, and we're going to be moving at first 30, checking every so often over the shoulder to make sure that Aina and Amy are still following.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to start off with the dexterity saving throw for me, Aina. Tommy, you don't have to because you are fine.
I'm gonna cast Fortune's Favor on myself.
This is fair.
Good thing I did that. Oh. That was a 3 and a 4. So
Oh no!
Immediate
So
fucking
8.
wipeout goes. The bike just falls.
You probably just weren't expecting how heavy it was, so like Tommy like makes it to the end of the block, like bang, turns around.
I'm good. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. I got this. Me and my 7 strength. No, I got this. I gotta fit in
How
here.
much do
I gotta learn how to do this.
motorcycles weigh?
A
More than
lot.
7 strength, I'm sure. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Alright.
Strength, yeah.
-1.
Mm.
I rolled a natural 1.
Mm.
It's on my leg.
It's on your foot.
Oh.
Yeah, most motorcycles fall into a range of between 400 and 800 pounds.
Yeah,
Mm.
that doesn't sound like me.
So Tommy, you didn't turn around because she was gonna try it herself.
I stopped and just waited and was watching, just like. "Do you
I
need
think
me
I
to
just
turn
at some point like walk over. The motorcycle has fallen.
around?" Yeah, I can see that. You gotta pick that up. Remember the wheels? The wheels gotta be on the ground.
Mm.
Aina's silently cursing to herself.
Aina, go ahead and
Infernal.
try again.
I could dissolve your foot if you need to be
9.
lodged from underneath the motorcycle.
No, it's okay. I got this. That's a 9.
You get it up a little bit. It's not fully vertical yet, but it's getting there. And then after a few more minutes of trying to figure it out, you do get it back to vertical. It's a lot heavier than you fucking thought. It's about 600 pounds.
That tracks.
Okay.
How's the leg?
Fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Why are you guys looking at me?
I'm
Aim.
going to not ride on this motorcycle now. And Amy's going to turn into a goo motorcycle and cast fly on herself, and she's just gonna like fly next to them while they're on their motorcycles. She just is a motorcycle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we take 2 for giving it a go.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Go ahead, another dexterity saving throw.
I want you to see, like Matt wants this to happen. So does Tommy.
15.
15. Okay. You now know that it is heavier than you expected and are able to maneuver the bike and keep it going forward motion. You have succeeded in moving straight.
Gives
Two
a thumbs
hands,
up.
2 hands.
As the bike starts to wobble a little bit. Fantastic.
Now my question is, are you going to stop where Tommy is? Or are you just gonna keep going?
Keep going. I'm gonna keep going while I'm ahead.
Just kind of watch this happen, just, alright, and kind of
This is racing, right?
No.
It's something. Kind of, at this point, matching speed with Aina rather than going first.
I like to think I'm flying around them in circles.
Yep.
Yeah. Like that kid who is could be moving way faster, but is just not because mom and dad have set the rules, and the rules are you circle around me, because that's how that works.
Can't go out of eyesight.
You can't leave eyesight, right? I need to be able to grab you and rip you off your fucking bike any minute. So the road, overnight, they installed a temporary floating disc road.
Oh.
What?
That sounds safe.
They basically did Tensor's floating disc and just recreated the road temporarily because traffic can only go down through that pass. It is the only road that actual traffic can go down.
That sounds easy enough.
And the elevator was way, way overbooked.
So we're on our way to the mines, yes, so we do gotta take that road.
Mm-hmm.
Are these sturdy?
The TFD? Yeah, the TFD is absolutely sturdy. It's just...
I like that we nicknamed it like it's just like, oh, it's the QEW. Like,
Totally normal.
Yeah.
Right. The totally fine road is fine, the TFD.
So yeah, just kind of like follow with her, like give her kind of tips as things are going. Just like, you gotta watch out for that. Alright, parts, you're gonna be making a left up here. Nice neat. Watch out for that old lady. You're good.
Hit the
The
bell.
old lady cusses you with a giant mage hand and just flips you off with a mage hand.
I didn't hit her.
You're not looking backwards. Tommy sees it. Aina's too busy on
He
forward.
just waves like, yeah. Don't worry, you're gonna be good for your road test yet.
My what?
Oh, yeah, you gotta get licensed for one of these, actually.
Why am I on it now? Right now?
Because you gotta learn somehow.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and as you're going
Also,
down
this
the
was
TF,
your idea.
as you're going down
I know.
this first major turn, which is the bypass road, I need you guys to roll I need a dexterity saving throw from Aina.
Can my coaching be considered the help action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get advantage.
16.
Good enough. Good enough. That works.
I'd say
for me.
we're moving at a solid 40 feet per round at this
Oh
point.
yeah. We're speeding.
Picking up pace.
We're speeding.
Mhm. By the way, the three of you look like a biker gang because it looks like 3 motorcycles. One of them is just goo green.
I also have a jacket. I am a part of a motorcycle gang.
We all have leather jackets, so
Yeah.
yes, this
I
very
do
much so
not have a
doesn't
leather
like.
jacket. I refused the leather jacket.
In the middle of the night, I just put one of the Timora patches, like, glued onto the back of her dress.
No.
I can see it though.
She's got super
Duck.
long hair. It's good.
We're gonna send you back to your kingdom, and you're gonna look like a biker, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna have
Like, what the
pin-up
heck
Timor on
happened
your
to
back,
you?
talking
Okay.
in slang like yeet.
Once you get down, you guys are able to go down a couple more floors. I'm not gonna make you roll. You passed twice. You're good. You're not able to move quick, but you're able to continue moving forward.
I hope
Don't
we don't
ask
gotta
about
leave
reverse.
this mine quickly.
Don't worry about reverse.
That's just almost a circle. That's how you reverse.
So you guys get down to a mine shaft that has been abandoned for a decade because of missing people. Coming out of the mine shaft,
that's fun.
you see a bunch of teenagers drinking and smoking and hooting and hollering and carrying on. They've got they're practicing a guitar set and a drum, and they're practicing for a band of some kind. They're starting a garage band in an abandoned mine shaft. It's fun.
These Tau-Leven abandoned mineshaft bands are getting out of control.
but they're smoking and drinking and carrying on and playing some music. It's they're practicing their country twang music. Whether or not you guys like that is up to your characters. Whether or not they care for country.
Country's just a cousin of rock and roll.
So you guys go ahead and you guys head into the mines.
We park the bikes inside the opening of the mine so that nobody walks by and walks out with our bikes.
I am no longer a bike, but I am still gliding because I am not dispelling the fly spell.
Perfect.
The kids who are
Love it.
smoking and drinking, as we're walking by, I look at one of them and just go, y'all gonna be here a while?
And they're just too busy playing and focusing on what they're doing to have heard you because they're playing their music at 12. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're playing it at a 12.
Rock. Not at one of them, just to grab their attention.
What? Oh, hey! What's going on?
Y'all gonna be here a while?
Stumbles. Oh, yeah, we'll be here till, like, we're done.
Alright. Nobody touches them bikes. And I throw a gold piece at them.
Oh,
It's like a gold piece, yeah.
hey, guys, we made our first money as a band. They love our music.
Yeah, that and the fact that you have eyes and nothing's gonna happen to them, their bikes, alright?
Oh, yeah. The bikes will be fine. We'll take good care of them.
They're gonna stay there.
Most likely. I don't know. We don't know how to drive.
They're gonna stay there. I don't
Yeah,
want
we don't know how to
threaten a
drive.
teenager, alright? Just tell me that they're gonna stay there.
They're probably going to stay there. We don't know how to drive, bruh.
I'm about to drive my motorcycle through this mine because I don't trust these people.
Can Amy cast command while this is happening?
Sure can.
But this is all happening in the kid's head?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because I'm also gonna to do the command.
That's
I want to
wild.
send it telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just gonna be nod and say you will protect the bike.
I will protect the bike.
Very
Wait.
good.
You will protect the bike.
This is making my belly hurt.
I did all I can.
My bike was stolen. I'll be
Technically,
real
you
mad.
did say that to say you will protect the bike.
They're so dumb.
Well,
Well,
okay then.
we just got Tommy's and Cass's bike stolen. That's fine.
Great, good.
But Jedediah says it.
Don't remind me.
To the mines.
They're the
Okay.
mines.
So you guys head on down into the mines. Who here has dark vision?
Yo,
It's a great question. I don't think I do.
Who here brought things to create light?
That I can do.
I mean, I probably can.
I cast the light spell on myself. I am now a lava lamp.
Excellent.
All right.
So, with a glowing lava Amy,
Flying. Glowing and flying.
a glowing and flying
Thank you.
lava lamp, nightlight thing, you guys are able to see minecart rails on the ground going in and down on a downward slope. You follow that down for a while, and
Bold of you to assume we don't get in that minecart.
there's no it's not a cart. There's no minecart.
Oh, boo.
You see the tracks.
We need some iron to
Okay.
craft one real quick.
The mine cart, like this campaign, is off the rails.
Hey, I figured out how to get you guys back on the rails. Hang on.
You don't give us a minecart?
We'll find iron
It's gonna
ingots. We
turn-
got this. We got this.
Yeah, really. This is just going to turn into Donkey Kong Country.
So, you guys come to a fork in the road, fork in the track, where the track goes both left and right in a Y pattern. The left side has a minecart
Mm-hmm.
on the rails
Okay.
that has mining equipment. The right has a minecart off the track, and it opens up into like a loading area where they would unload the minecart to take the rest of the goods all the way out. So this is part of the abandoned mine structure. You see where it's been used as a stage and all kinds of other things by these rowdy and otherwise engaged teenagers.
Oh, who knows what that could have been used for? Yeah, we're not touching that.
Uh-huh.
Tetanus is the least of our worries.
It's like the couch in the green room. Don't touch it. Don't sit
touch
on it.
No.
Don't look at it.
Unless you want whatever happened there.
Nope.
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 And you don't. You don't.
You
No.
don't. Alright, so I'm guessing the left is the path that leads deeper into the
Correct.
mine, correct? Are there any obvious signage of danger, like hazardous, falling rocks, skull and crossbones?
Oh,
anything?
no, you guys already walked past the signs that said, "Caution, abandoned mine,
Okay.
do not enter." Like,
Okay.
it was well worded, but you guys knew to go into it because your whole goal was an abandoned mine shaft.
Right. But, like,
And teenagers
there's
don't
no
look
more
green.
between these two, right? Okay.
No.
So it's
Why
not
would they do
dangerous.
deeper in? No one's supposed to be past the entrance.
Well, I mean, maybe left over from when people were working here. I don't know. I'm just trying to think with my modern day America OSHA brain. All right.
OSHA doesn't exist in Taliba.
What a
But
fantasy
K-pop
that would be.
does?
K-pop does. K-pop is superior to OSHA.
Priorities. K-pop's more
Anyways.
important than OSHA. You heard it here, folks.
Well, K-pop could be like night pop, right? Like it could.
Oh no, we've already confirmed that it's
It
K
really
and stands
is.
for Korean.
Okay, never mind. Okay, all
I
right.
like night pop though.
I do like night pop.
Yeah,
That's another
pop.
genre.
Night pop's a
It's
different
different.
genre.
it's a different genre. So Percival.
So, I gave you guys a minecart. I gave you guys a rest of a path you guys can go down.
I know
Are you
my
guys
job
getting
here.
in the minecart, or are you guys gonna walk down?
I am
Amy
getting
fly?
in. I am getting in the minecart, but I'm still floating. I just
I cast
wanted
prestidigitation on the minecart a few times before getting in it.
It is a clean minecart.
Do the
Perfect.
brakes look operational on said minecart?
Roll a investigation check or perception.
All right, that's a difference between a -1 and a 0. So that is a natural 20 on perception.
Ooh.
Fuck yes. The brakes looked like they were.
Hell yes, vehicles, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
It has
So-
wheels. Tommy can drive.
Wherever the brake lever is, whoever's closer, I'm going to explain that to them. Like, that's the brake lever if we're going too
I
fast or if
don't
we need to stop.
recommend that. I recommend you just hop in the brake spot and kick them out of wherever they were
Yep.
sitting
I was
before.
going to give it a shove.
Okay.
And, well, I was going to hop in afterwards. I'm capable of that. I'm athletic.
Are all three of us fitting in this minecart?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys-
let all three of you fit in the
Okay,
minecart.
great.
It's a big
Okay, good.
minecart.
You know the Matterhorn? How you gotta sit kind of over
Yes.
the other person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
was
Amy
just on
canonically
that.
fits as big as or as small as she wants.
Yeah, there's also that. I'm just the space between you guys.
You're the blanket over both of their laps.
It's
You
a-
are the safety bars.
It's a very intimate.
Yeah, I
I
just
can
met
show
you. Yes.
you an abandoned mine shaft. Dark and dangerous. Splendid.
Okay, Tommy, go ahead and give it a push for the strength check. Want to
Athletics.
see how well it'll push? Don't fail horribly.
Athletics.
Athletics, yes.
Hey,
It's a nat one. We just get catapulted into the mineshaft.
that's a 17.
That's 17. Good, strong, solid push and leap over the edge. I'll let all of that go in the same roll.
Beautiful.
Um,
And we put our hand on the brake lever and we wait.
Okay. You guys start going slow, and immediately start going downhill, picking up a whole ton of speed. This is faster than the bike. Amy is flying all over the place.
Faster than my bike?
Yeah, faster than your bike.
like faster than my bike dashing?
No.
Okay. Then
This
I'm
is safe.
comfortable.
Ina's
I'm
holding
not
onto
going-
both sides of the cart, eyes closed.
I'm not.
I love
He's
that.
not going to slow the cart down unless he sees discomfort. So, which we already discovered, he has a perception score of +0.
Mm-hmm. So you go through and just goes all the way as far as you're willing to let it go. Are you wanting to go all the way to the end of this mine shaft?
Comfortably, I don't want to rocket off into nothingness, but which is the staple of every movie that has a. Which is the
Okay.
staple of every movie that has a mine shaft in it. But yeah,
Okay. So you do that. You go over a couple of bridges that are chasms below, but they did bridges, which is fine. They were safe about how they built this thing back in the day. I just got her eyes closed the entire fucking time.
which honestly makes the whole thing worse
Uh-huh.
because now you don't know
Still.
what's coming.
Still, I don't want to.
I have hands up.
You get to the end. Tommy
Oh,
starts.
like
I'm one of the
inflatable
things
guy.
at the car dealership.
The flappy arms, the inflatable arms guys.
Yeah.
I love this.
Tommy, you're able to break in time before the end because you see it coming. It wasn't a sudden stop at the end. It was just a.
Beautiful. All right, ride's over. Everybody out.
Are we still near like a chasm?
No.
Okay, so we're at the bottom.
You're at the bottom of where this mine shaft went to back 10 years ago.
Okay.
Please
And
keep your hands and arms inside the ride at all times until the ride comes to a complete stop. Break.
you see at the bottom here a pile of bodies. Correction.
Food.
Correction. Bones.
Oh.
10-year-old decayed bones.
Poor Amy.
Okay.
Are they like crushed?
No. They're piled and stacked into a nice, neat pile.
That's upsetting.
Like
That doesn't-
artistically or for organizational purposes?
For it's a heap of skeletal bodies.
That doesn't answer the question, but okay.
You were worried if they were posed in a way that would be sociopathic, and I believe the answer is no.
Okay.
No.
At least that's my
Think
understanding.
mass grave.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but can I tell how these people died?
You're not a doctor, and it was 10 years ago, so are you an archaeologist or anything that has anything to do with a brain?
I am a fantasy DoorDash driver.
Sure. Okay.
I would
This
let
seems
Amy,
really
but
relevant.
I would let Amy, but I would not let Tommy.
Okay.
Okay, I
That is
will
fair.
go try and figure this out.
Okay, how?
Um,
What are you tapping into? Are you tapping into magic? Are you tapping into medicine? Or how are you trying to do this?
I think
I'm gonna let
we're
you choose the stat you use that is appropriate.
good. Well, we know that Amy has like psychic abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, you look so worried. Your hands are just over your mouth for like the past 15 minutes.
I am worried. There's bodies, and we went downhill on a mine shaft, which means how the heck are we getting back up?
It's fine.
Okay, so two things. First thing is I want to see if there's any magical residue on them,
Okay.
and then I want to like science look at them for like markings and chips on the bones.
Okay. So first off, Arcana check. Second off, medicine check.
Okay. Where's the gelatinous cube die? 'Cause that was cool and better. Oh, it's on the ground somewhere. It's literally
Oh, that's a good place
it's
for
still
it.
lost from.
Oh,
Hey, this dice that was rolling too good. Yeet. Into the unknown.
Anyone.
Don't send the good ones to jail, Jenel.
Okay, that's really good. For Arcana, that's 25.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Fuck yeah, that was a 19, wasn't it?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
And then for medicine, it's only a 10.
Okay. Medicine's not giving you anything. It doesn't nothing seems out of the ordinary for exposed bones in a cavern.
Okay.
From what Amy has experience with.
So with the Arcana, was there anything on
The
them?
Arcana, there is. You detect a little bit of a black and purple necromantic aura, a little bit of Feywild magical aura feel, so this like green yellow coloring, and you detect it's not magic, but it kinda is. It's weird. It's that like it's like Arcanotech magic. And you detect that not in the pile of bones, but off to the left-hand side down a tunnel. It doesn't match Taliva Arcanotech, which is the super strange part for you.
Okay. So this has necrotic and chaos magic on it. And down there are some magic machines that are not from here. And then Amy starts dissolving the bones in her, she can't. There's not bodies to eat, but I have, in my head, it's, still how a dog, gnaws on a bone, so she's still gonna be dissolving these bones. So the way she's, doing this, you guys just see her picking up bones and putting them into her, and they're dissolving. That's how she's getting this information.
This one's necromantic. This one's chaos.
Yeah.
Necromantic, chaos,
Both.
chaos, both.
Yum.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's disturbing. I'm gonna go check out machinery stuff, because I might be able to do something with that.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on myself in case we have to fight anything.
They're the most paranoid, and I love it. Everything's gonna explode.
I went from one apocalypse to another. I am not taking chances.
Nope.
Trauma.
At least one of us is being careful, is my happiness about this.
Got minus D20.
Okay, so as Amy's eating those bones, Tommy wanders off by himself, right? Or is Aina gonna go with Tommy? Or are you gonna stay with Amy?
Can I half and half? Can I meet in the middle so that I can have eyes on between both of them?
Sure. I will let that happen, where you are close enough to do both.
Yay.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow Tommy first. Where Aina, you have eyes, but you're keeping about a 60-foot range between you and Tommy, and you and Amy.
So if we both use our speeds running at each other, we can meet in the middle.
Correct.
Yes.
But also so that 60-foot range spells can work, because Aina is a spellcaster.
Yeah.
If
So-
she has to shoot me.
Or anything,
Exactly.
but within movement speed, she can hit anything that's attacking you. Most
Yeah,
likely.
we'll figure it out. It's gonna be another time dragon.
And Aina's gonna go the other direction.
I don't want to.
Me neither.
You guys get up there, Tommy, you get up there, and you come up to a solid sheet of metal.
Huh. Bing, bing, bing.
Need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Smart.
This is how we do it.
That was
Tommy, you don't wear gloves, do you?
Fingerless?
You
And this
tap
would be
with
a
your
knuckle?
finger.
Would be like knuckle-ish. That would be glove-y. Maybe.
Constitution saving throw. There's enough chance that your finger tapped in as well, so we'll go with this save.
Is a 10?
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you be laughing down there? That shit you pulled in Andy's game?
I was just about to say, this is now we've reversed.
People gotta stop putting us at the same table. We need to be separated.
To be fair, on the other one, I saw somebody else do it first, and that's
also true.
not what
It was
happened.
Still a bad idea.
Tommy,
Yes.
15 necrotic damage.
Oof, okay.
As you feel this sense of decay, and if Tommy knew anything about space, it would feel like space, but Tommy don't.
I mean,
Mm-hmm. Wait, so then it's cold?
It's cold, and it gives him such a cold burn that it like decays his hand.
So Tommy, in this moment, as he kind of like knocks, has this sort of feeling and just kind of like looks down and then shrieks. Shaking his hand, he's going to give himself 15 points of lay on hands.
Okay. And on the metal, you see your knuckle print.
This is fun.
Like if you wrapped it 3 times, you see the 3 points of impact.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
I think I
From
found
way
it.
down the hall.
I think I found whatever they're talking about, and it bit me.
The core of the planet bit you?
This isn't a planet; it's a city.
The core of
But
the
yes,
city.
yeah, it was not nice.
Can I go look at it?
Yes, please, people with brains, come here.
Alright, I want to look at it.
The two of the best minds that Tommy has ever met. Please come
You've
save
known me
him.
for one day.
You shot up the list that quickly.
Yikes.
Alright.
Easily number 2 or 3 at this point. I don't know where Anders is on the list.
So I'm only doing this because Tommy specifically said that it bit him. Can I
Oh,
cast message on the metal?
You know what? Yes, I will let you try and cast message on the metal.
Cool.
What are you saying to this metal?
Why did you bite my friend?
You hear a...
Shut the fuck up. What?
In your head, you hear this sound of construct. If construct could be a language.
Is Tauliva a transformer?
What the fuck?
This is where the
That's what
parachute
seems the
was.
call of
Guys,
the last
I was doing a bit, and then we got information from the bit. And
I feel like this is not the first time this has happened to you.
Okay, so these are the languages I know, and you tell me if this applies at all. Common,
No.
deep speech,
No.
draconic, primordial.
You could try that.
Primordial's elemental.
You could...
But it's also old.
It's
It
also
old.
old. It's also
It
old. That's why I'm saying you could try that. That is the one you could try. Draconic is old too, but this is not... clearly not Draconic. It's machine language. It's talking in 0011.
Okay, then I'm very seriously gonna look at Tommy and be like, "Do you speak machine?"
No, I usually drive them. And there's not a lot of talking involved. Hang on. And, like, is there a way that I can interface this with it and pulling out a sending stone? Like, to see if we can display the message on the screen.
We found
like,
Siri.
yeah. Can I just hold up the camera with Tau Tech lens and tell it to auto-translate?
No.
Damn it.
Alright, I have one last shenanigans, Eric.
Okay.
You gave me a ring, and I chose the Ring of Hidden Desire.
Oh,
Can I cast that on this to find out what this thing's hidden desire is?
I'm a fucking let you. Let's fucking go.
I am
This
unwilling.
is awesome. This is how you use the Ring of Hidden Desire.
It is on things that say they can talk to you.
It's. I don't know what the wisdom score is for metal object, but it has to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. Please tell me it's not wise.
It may not be wise, but roll well.
Ah, fuck. Alright. Well.
But what you do get back is you get this sensation of it desires two things is what you're feeling. Freedom and cold.
It is cold. Maybe it needs a blanket.
Well, His Majesty Lord DM, may I do something that I don't think Tommy has done, which is activate his divine sense?
Ooh,
Tommy has not done that yet. No.
fancy.
Wait a minute. Divine sense is a channel divinity?
I'm not worried about using that part.
I was gonna say,
Wait, it
that's
shouldn't be a
upsetting.
channel divinity.
24 it might be.
Yeah, 2024, I guess. It also does make it a bonus action rather than an action.
Oh. That's...
What are the limitations and what does it say you
As a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead for the next 10 minutes or until you have the incapacitated condition. You know the location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of yourself, and you know its creature type. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
So back the way you came, you do detect desecration.
Oh!
Does that mean he detects desecration from me because I ate all those bones?
Nope.
Okay, great.
They were already desecrated, hence the
Okay.
necromantic magics you detected in the first place.
Cool.
You also detect... I'm going to include Fey in that list, so when you do Divine Sense, you can detect Fey elements.
Great.
You detect Fey, aside from Amy, who is still digesting, who told you she was digesting and told you Fey Chaos. There's Fey behind you guys in that same general direction.
Lemon?
Hi. What?
It's not Lemon.
Something feels like lemon that way.
Oh.
And beyond that, there is no celestial, undead, or fiend ahead of you. You're not getting anything ahead of you for the 4 you can get. So no Fey, no celestial, no undead, no fiend.
Well, I don't smell anything bad about this, but there is Fey that way, and also I got a really bad feeling about this area. Like, I get that that's kind of comes with the territory when you find a bunch of bodies, but like, I, at my core, feel bad about this area.
I cleaned up the bodies.
It's not the bodies, it's the land that is bad juju. Tommy trying to explain that this land hath been desecrated on a religious level.
Is this the core, or is this just an obstacle to the core?
Does this feel like this should be the core of Taliva?
Is this like core light?
It is core-like, but Aina brings up a good point.
Soft core.
It's obviously a hardcore because you tapped it and it hurt you.
That's
Oh my
pretty
God.
hardcore.
However, Aina does bring up a good point. There could be something beyond this barrier. This could be a
Well,
barrier.
If it bites me, I'm not going to walk through it. So
Then don't walk through it. I Misty Step.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and open it from the inside, so I'm gonna Misty Step.
Roll an Arcana check.
Yippee! Okay. let's
Well, it was
see.
really nice playing with you, Abbigail.
Hey,
Happy,
y'all.
happy to have
Thank you for having me.
This was an amazing character that you just,
was
teleported directly
great.
into a
Thank you
wall
so
and
much.
killed.
15. I got another Misty Step. 15.
Okay.
I have so
With a-
many ways to get out of this if I need to.
I'm glad you
Famous
do.
last words. We'll put that on your tombstone.
Put it on a t-shirt for me, alright?
I have so many ways
I-
to get out of this.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Aina.
Oh, I'm not used to being bad at these. Okay,
Abigail
18?
is- 18?
18?
Okay.
That's good. Why is he rolling
And
dice?
also, I'm so nice, so just think about that.
That sounded like so many dice.
It was only 4d6s.
Okay.
Same thing I rolled for Tommy.
Okay.
That is very high.
But also, I'm really nice, so
18.
keep that into consideration.
12, 18, 4, 22 points of damage.
The
3
18
sixes
wasn't
and
enough?
a 4.
The 18 wasn't enough to
It
have?
was. That was half.
Okay.
And you get into the other side of this thing.
Are you alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wizard, I had to check.
It's close. It's pretty close.
I can't heal you, bro.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
You went off the map.
Yeah.
No, I'm going back to the map in a second.
You have left the battlefield. Please return to the battlefield.
Inside of here is excruciatingly cold. You've taken cold baths before, ice baths even. This is colder than ice baths. Do you have any way to create light of any kind?
I
Yeah,
have
dark
dark vision.
Dark vision requires some level of light to create a reflection in your eye of some kind, if I'm not mistaken.
So this area is devoid of light.
It is devoid of light. But you're standing on something.
Cool.
That's terrifying to the person who was panicking on the way down.
Yeah. For sure.
This has become a horror game.
If I just do like a firebolt.
Firebolt would create light, yes.
Yay, okay.
Yes, Firebolt does light, yes. So, you cast Firebolt off into the distance. How far is the range on Firebolt?
120 feet.
It goes, shoots straight. And you see voids of darkness behind it that look very intentional as it clangs and hits the other side. And leaving you back in darkness again. There's something alive in here.
That's so cool.
Is your best guess.
That's really cool. That's so cool. I'm gonna do it again, but I'm just to create the light, and I'm looking down to see what the heck I'm standing on.
Fabulous. You do the same thing. Roll an attack check for me.
12.
Good. Good. You don't hit it.
Okay. Okay.
And you
Why?
see
Why?
beneath you is a metallic alloy.
Okay.
And going out a little ways, it looks like the best comparison you have is a desk. Out about 30 feet. Is a desk.
spaceship. Oh yeah, a spaceship.
Probably a spaceship. But what I would like to do first.
Oh no, this is the spaceship from Aliens. You're gonna get by a facehugger and we can't get to you.
Well, first I want to open. Is there a door? Is there like a latch?
Oh my god.
No latch that you can see.
Don't let this thing out.
Let it
I
out.
wanna let
Let
you
it out. It's an alien.
I want to let you guys in to come experience this with me.
Oh, I mean, if you want us to go in, then
So there's no door, there's no porthole, cutlass, sphincter, depending on what type of ship this is.
It's not a lid.
can I try casting command on the metal?
You can try.
Are you trying to do what every kid does and use your force to open an automatic door?
I guess I'll say in
Actually-
primordial open.
You did talk to this door once already.
Give me a
Yeah, that's what I'm
persuasion check.
saying. Oh, persuasion, not the because for command, I think it's another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's whether the wisdom saving throw is whether it's going to hear you, whether it's going to listen and obey, but it needs a persuasion to see if you have a backup way of it's just nice.
Okay.
I'm letting you have 2 chances of getting through to this.
We like that.
That's persuasion is +6, and that was a 14, so dirty 20.
The dice tell a motherfucking story. The dice tell a motherfucking tale. Cause Eric rolled a nat 1 on the command check.
Yay! So Amy puts out her hand and says, "Open."
The weirdest part is there is no door.
Sure.
The wall itself separates and opens, and the thing you see is, Tommy, you recognize this immediately. The blue stuff in your engine is crystalling out and transforming the rock into crystalline entities throughout this entire cavern section.
Like mass spreading or localized around the door?
Starts at the door and very quickly emanates out.
Like, potentially we let something out that we shouldn't and now we have to run.
Does not seem dangerous to you because it is the Arcanotech. It looks like it's Arcanotech.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, even if all of a sudden the walls around me turn into, like, you know, like computers randomly, but they're just kind of shifting and falling down
It's
the
not
walls after
computers.
me.
It's not computers. It's literally just the
That I get.
rock is
Just trying to
crystallizing.
explain that if all of a sudden my terrain is rapidly changing after me, I'd be a little concerned.
Okay, yeah, then you have every right to be concerned. So does Tom.
Just going to scream at the top of his lungs, I know we gotta fucking go!
Aina, you hear that as a bright opening starts to form behind you.
Amy, we are leaving!
Did we
just
find out what
opened
we
the
needed to
door.
find out?
No! We're gonna
Now that there's
die.
light, are there any notes on this desk that I could just swipe on the way out?
Go ahead and we'll do a firebolt this time that you just kind of hold in your hand.
Well, there's light now because Amy's
Oh, there's light now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a
Perception check
A
for
lava
me.
lamp.
lava lamp. Thank you.
Don't roll too high, please.
I was just over here like,
Why not? Well, I rolled a 21, so I don't know how to help you with that.
Okay. You wanted between a 15 and a 20.
Oops.
With a 21, you're holding your light, you're going over, you collect all the stuff on top that looks like paperwork. It's not, but it looks like paperwork, so you're collecting it. And as you go to turn, you see, and your eyes lock with a pair of inky black eyes that look like voids and like a void or a black hole. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
well, he didn't say initiative, so
That comes later.
is that a good thing?
15 for the wisdom save.
15. You can't move.
Can I
And
see
your
this
light in your palm starts to go in towards its eyes and like starts getting sucked into its eyes as it's pulling all light into it.
Do we see this?
You guys see the flame in her hand just start to split in two and start lining straight into a something.
A something.
Yeah, there's darkness in further that you can't quite make out, but she's not moving.
And how you
Well, we
probably saw it
can't
because
see
she
this.
was going quickly. So she, like, swiped the papers and looked up and, like, run, stopped
Uh-huh.
moving.
Can I shoot a guiding bolt in the direction that she is frozen staring?
You can absolutely try.
The range is 120 feet.
You have the range.
Okay. Here we go. I'm not concerned you are. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Nice.
Okay. You hit.
Okay, we're rolling
Beats it,
46s.
beats it.
What? Excuse me? Sorry.
He said beats it, which means the AC of this
No,
thing is 20.
Yeah. Okay.
16 points of radiant damage, and let me double check the spell description.
Yeah, we gotta close this door.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't say that. It just the next attack roll against it has advantage. So, can I say that it's like sort of outlined in radiant holy light?
Uh-huh. Sure
Okay.
can.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
The outline of this thing, because it looks entirely jet black. Everything you're
Uh-huh.
seeing about it
Xenomorph.
looks jet black, and it's even starting to suck in the light into its eyes of the guiding bolt.
Oh,
So it's not going to
created
stay
an
like this
event
for
horizon.
very long.
But the shape of it's like a Care Bear, is what you're saying.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. So y'all have heard of Cthulhu, yes?
Oh,
Once or
okay.
twice.
I've heard of him.
So it looks like that in the form that it goes down into the lower decks, it goes up into the upper decks. The eyes are in the middle that you can see, and you see tons of tentacles.
No, you were right, Tentacles.
I like tentacles better. It makes this easier.
Are we rolling initiative yet, or can I do something?
Amy is the only one who has not done anything yet.
That sounds like yes.
Great.
So yes.
I cast Rhymes by Binding Ice.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use a sorcery point to change it to acid damage because I have a feeling this thing's immune to cold damage. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's
DC's
DC?
only 14.
Okay. Passes.
Fuck. Okay. Well.
I think that's still half damage on it, though.
Probably.
Sure.
Well, I'm happy that Mika
Oh,
gets
no.
to continue
Oh, I'm
the
so sorry.
Fatemakers for us.
Yeah, it does take half damage.
Okay.
Which is gonna be 3d8. So 1 second. Okay, that's pretty good.
Have a bottle opener.
So that's 14 acid damage.
14 acid.
You guys see that like a bunch of goo tries to wrap around it, and it kind of can break through that.
But yeah, it absolutely breaks through, does a little bit of damage as one of the tentacles starts coming out towards the opening.
Oh, no.
Nope, nope, nope.
No,
I
no,
need
no,
everyone
no.
to roll initiative.
No, we need to
Okay.
close it. We need to close it.
Well,
Oh, I have Gift of Alacrity.
Oh, you do. You
So-
you were so far ahead of us. I'm
So
so happy.
19 plus 14, 33.
nice. I got.
So do you go second?
She's
First
an initiative
question.
build.
Who rolled above a 20? Nobody.
Yeah, Abbigail.
Oh, I did it. No,
Talking about? She rolled
She was-
above 30.
she was
Yeah, but why? That doesn't count. It's above 30.
she was glitching out and I couldn't see her hand.
Abigail's in the next encounter right now.
I'm 10 steps ahead.
I couldn't see her hand because it was glitchy over here for a second. I couldn't see her hand. It's fine.
It's all good. Mine was a 33.
Okay. Fabulous. Love it. Tommy and Amy, what'd you get?
I got
Hello.
15.
Okay. 11 for you, boy.
Okay. You still rolled better than his nat 1.
Yay!
So y'all
Praise the
still
God.
get to go first, which is the best part. Well, kind of first. Aina, you're first. First off, you need to make a wisdom saving throw to break out of this paralysis.
Nope. It's a 7.
Okay. You're still sitting there paralyzed. While you're doing that, what is Aina's greatest fear?
I think she's developed about 74 of them in like 24
Yeah,
hours.
I think her greatest fear is probably what's about to happen to her right now. Probably.
To be honest.
No, I think her biggest fear is being in her city while it is destroyed and not being able to help anyone there.
Being back home as the meteor's hitting?
Yep. Not being able to help anyone during it.
I'm gonna get sad, aren't I?
Okay. Aina, you cannot move. If you have a bonus action or an action without moving, you can take it.
Okay.
One or the other. You cannot do both.
Yep, that's fair. There's only one thing I can do right now.
Pray.
I'm gonna fade away.
Aina, roll a d6.
Oh.
6, so I have to roll again, right?
Nope. 6 is you stay here.
Well, well, that sucks. Got it. Okay. Then she just glitches for a moment, and she like fades for a second, but she's still there.
That is going to give you a reroll. You left line of sight though,
Oh,
so you do get a reroll.
that's cocked. I could not tell what that is.
Honor the cock.
Honor the cock. That's an 11. It was literally between 4 different numbers for when it was cocked. It was like that's too much.
Did you just roll an 11 on the reroll?
Yep.
Okay. Still fail.
Yep. I don't have anything I can do
Should I
to
give her a luck
make that.
point?
I will let you give her a luck point if you want to give her a luck point.
That
She's
means it's
unneeded.
bad. That means it's really bad. Hey, if I die in this timeline, does another timeline Aina just go like, huh? Something just
So mechanically,
Figure that
I
out.
cannot. But if you're allowing me to give her
I'm
a luck
allowing
point,
you to.
I will give her a luck point.
Okay.
You're a fate maker now.
Don't make me cry.
Well, I'm about to
Okay.
cry if you just up and get Cthulhu'd, so...
I'm videoing this reroll because my gosh, this has been crazy. That's a 10.
Okay, you're still paralyzed. I'm sorry. I tried as much as I
You've literally done everything. You've literally done everything and then some to keep this from happening.
You have
And I
a
acknowledge
dice
that.
jail. I understand that dice is important, but it needs a timeout.
I'm literally sending the video right of that reroll. I've been using different dice for every roll.
I believe it.
I just roll like this sometimes.
It is now the layer action.
No.
No, thank you.
No.
This tentacle that was coming out towards this hole.
I don't want you to say. Hey, I don't want you to say it like that.
Nope.
Penetrates the hole.
No.
Somebody's
grabs-
heroes. It makes no correlation between any sort of fan material that might come from the descriptions that our dungeon master is about to give.
We do not own the rights to any of this. Do whatever the heck you want.
Grabs right on to Amy, who needs to roll an athletics check with acrobatics check with advantage.
Great, I have a +8 to acrobatics.
Oh, good.
Because I made a 2.
That's why you get the advantage. Yeah,
I think I normally get advantage on...
I think so too.
Yeah, I always get advantage on acrobatics or athletics. Please don't fall. Well, one was a nat 1. The other one was a 13, but 13 plus 8, so dirty 20.
That's a
No,
21.
that's a 21.
20. I can math.
It's okay. It's stressful here.
Y'all are in your. This is the first time Amy has ever had to roll initiative.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think.
So yes, stressful. So this tentacle just comes out, even out in the light. It's still inky black and devoid of all existence. It wraps around Amy, continues to wrap and goes straight through her,
Yeah.
failing to grab onto her.
I like to think that Amy literally separates into two Amy's, and you just hear, "No, thank you."
The next thing you see is the light that is out there starts to funnel in towards this inky black tentacle. It's just sucking the light right in. It is now Amy's turn. You can attack this tentacle.
Great. I will be doing that.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Fireball would hit all of us, so I'm not gonna do that.
Do you not have careful spell?
I do, but we would still take half damage.
Oh.
This will be fun. Oh, I know that won't help us. What if I should just do command then? We're trying to get the fuck out of here, right? And
that is, as far as I know, everyone's goal.
And closing the thing at some point.
Yeah, we should, if we're gonna GTFO, we should probably also make sure that door is also closed, so, Cthulhu doesn't roam free.
I mean, I could try doing the binding ice again. Yeah, because then it will be at least, it won't be able to move.
And the tentacle would be easier than the main monster, I would imagine.
Okay. I'll try and cast Rhymes Binding Ice on the tentacle.
Okay.
So, Constitution saving throw DC 14.
That is a 5 on the dice.
Great. Love to see it. Stat.
I love that I'm also rolling fairly badly, too.
Thank
This is a
God.
pretty even playing field.
Okay. That's 18 damage. Which sorcery point to make it acid instead of cold.
Of course.
And then it's also the creature takes 38 cold. Hindered by ice, in this case, hindered by goo, for 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this tentacle is
Speed is reduced to 0.
moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing that with my action, and yeah, and then I'm going to just back out up there. So I stick a bunch of goo on it, and then just backpedal out the way we came.
Love that for Amy.
Time to go.
Tommy.
Tommy is going to draw his hand crossbow, and an attack roll has not been made against this creature that is glowing, correct?
No.
So I still would have advantage trying to shoot it.
Yes.
Okay.
You managed to give yourself advantage on that hit.
I really thought somebody was gonna, but Aina is incapacitated-ish, and Amy is doing saves, so... That is a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Under your homebrew rules, I shall use a bonus action to Divine Smite at second level.
Okay. Because you can Divine Smite a ranged attack.
Exactly. So this is going to be 1d6 plus 3d8s.
Ah, love it.
Just going to double check to make sure this thing is not a fiend or undead, correct?
It is not Fiend, Celestial, or Undead. Your Divine Sense would have sensed it.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is going to be
Nor is
all
it
of this plus 4. 11, 16, 20, 24 points between piercing and radiant. 8 points of that would be piercing if it matters.
Not right this second. You're using a magical attack on it.
Okay. Does it react in a way that I believe that Aina might be able to be able to escape momentarily?
The way it reacts is you see a third eyeball on one of the tentacles open and look at you and cock its eye / head. What'd you do that for? Kind of look.
But there's no change in Aina's paralysis.
No.
Well, if you don't mind me cheesing the system,
Don't mind at all.
knowing that there's very little that else that he can do in this case, going to take his second shot quite literally with a hope and a prayer to Timora as he closes his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to give him disadvantage on the roll. I'm
Okay.
going to burn a luck point, so for the 3 dice that I roll, I get to choose whichever one I want to use.
Okay.
I'm actually going to get out another d20 and do this all together, because that's how the lucky feat works if people weren't aware. You can give yourself disadvantage, burn a luck point, and then have super advantage. Because...
This is
Alrighty.
2024.
That's from 2014.
Oh, 2014. Nice.
It's been that way the whole time.
Nice.
Wait, explain that again?
So the way that the lucky feat is worded, you when you make a roll, you can burn a luck feat or a luck point, roll another d20, and choose which d20 to use. So if you
Right.
have disadvantage rolling 2 d20s, you add a third, and now you pick which one of the 3 that you want to roll. So you
Oh.
turn disadvantage into super advantage. So, yeah. So we're going to do that now. And it gave me 2 9s and a 10, so that's a total of 17 hits.
17 to hit.
I'm glad that I went through all this for nothing.
For a miss. You missed.
Help.
Yep.
I did.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
You missed.
Well,
Sorry.
we tried, Omi.
Yup. Okay. Anything else for Tommy?
That's action, bonus action. I don't want to give up movement because I don't know if I'm going to have to try to pull Aina out of there or do something about this tentacle.
Okie doke. It is the monster's turn. This eye just starts creeping towards you. And I need you to roll for a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And give you another shot. I shouldn't have. That's a 12.
That's a no.
That's a no.
Your speed is halved.
Oh, good.
You are slowed.
Okay.
You retake it at the beginning of each turn. So you can't take reactions and... yeah.
Okay.
Back at the top of the round, it is Aina!
Hey.
I need you to start your turn with wisdom saving throw.
That's so
As
cool.
you're
I
staring into a fucking...
Natural 20.
Hey,
Natural 20.
there we go.
Or
You
25.
break free!
Fucking hell.
Woo!
Silvery barbs.
I I run out of here yelling, "Close it! Close it! Close it! Close it, please!"
Amy, close it however the fuck you opened it.
Oh shit. About that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're not like out of spell slots.
No, but the way I got it to open was I just asked it to open. If I ask it to close, it can just open after I ask it to close if it wants.
I don't think it wants to.
Have no other choice.
I think the door's trying to keep that thing in.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm gonna cast lightning bolt at this meat thing.
Okay.
I love this, just screaming and then just a 30-foot bolt
Yeah,
of
it's
lightning.
like Amy closer, turn around. 100 foot straight line through that tunnel.
It's 100 feet? Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love that shit.
It's a dexterity saving throw, a DC 16.
Okay. It passed, but takes half damage.
Yeah, take that.
No.
No,
I will do silvery barbs.
barbs.
Absolutely not.
It rolled a 3 on the dice this time.
There we go.
Hey.
And then I'm giving Tommy's up next, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
You're up next.
I don't think I can't give myself advantage.
You can.
Damn.
The way it's worded, yes.
Well, I'm already out of there anyways. Okay, wait. So did Aina get out? Is Aina out near me now?
Aina is out of. No, Aina is near Tommy.
And they're both
is-
still inside.
They're both outside of the wall, of the metal wall, but the tentacle is still sticking out because it can't retreat back in.
Oh, that's my fault. Well, if the door closes, maybe it'll get cut off.
Hopefully.
And then you have a specimen for science. That sounds fascinating.
Advantage.
Okay, you can have the advantage.
Because if this door doesn't close, I'll try to fix the tentacle problem.
Okay. You have advantage, then.
So that was 32 lightning damage.
32 lightning. I love that.
I'm not going to use my bonus action, so that will be my turn as the 30 feet out lightning bolt.
Okay.
That's it.
Fantastic. Layer action.
No thanks.
Another tentacle whips
God damn it.
straight out and grabs for Tommy.
Okay.
Good choice.
Tommy, I need you to roll an athletics or acrobatics check for me.
Beautiful. It's gonna be acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage if you want.
Roll first. See what you think on the roll. I'll let you do
kind.
that. Don't tell me, and then roll.
I'm gonna use the advantage.
Good choice. You're welcome.
21.
21.
Wait. 23. I can math.
Still passed.
It's stressful.
You still passed.
16 plus 7 is 23.
How does Tommy react to this tentacle coming out, trying to grab around him?
Literally, like, we've seen motocross, motocross riders, like, go over a jump and then do what is called the Superman and then let go of the bike.
Mm-hmm.
He literally, like, jumps in the air to perform that maneuver. The tentacle goes under him and then he lands back down.
Fantastic. I love that for him.
Because we have to make it all thematic.
Mm-hmm. Amy, your turn.
I guess I'm casting command on this metal to close the door.
That's
Okay.
fucking metal.
So that's a DC 14 wisdom save. I'm just like, close please.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's a hot 10. Does it maybe like feel bad for me?
Yeah. Is it maybe
So-
actually
Like a pity,
Really
like
good
a
point.
pity list.
You hear as a response to your command, it
Mm-hmm.
says something in Primordial, because you were using command in Primordial last time too.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the words, "You should not have opened me," and as it closes itself back up, refusing its two halves together, cutting off the tentacle
Great.
that was stuck outside, and that tentacle writhes and flips and dissolves into the floor.
Damn it! I was gonna eat that. Okay.
Have fun eating darkness.
I was gonna try, Eric.
I was gonna try.
I would have, but you made it dissolve into the floor.
Yeah.